Okay, my people, by how now day, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you listen to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media. My people, what you are seeing here was very, very sad. Today, Nigeria has happened to our brother, Sowore. This is a classic example. Under 7 minutes, he was granted bail and rearrested. And during the rearrest, he was attacked by Nigerian police. Them punch him, they make him blood, he bleed, they can't tear in cloth, them holding leg, them holding hand, them bundle him into van. This is a perfect example of made in Nigeria. Nigeria has happened to him. Make una watch this video. A very, very bad one. Here the eyewitness account. Then I'll also play the one from the lawyer, when the lawyer explained everything what happened. Make una hear this one. Very, very sad. It's very, very painful. Watch this.
Believe it. Even the judge who was about to enter, they denied him entrance to the court. Even me, I was like surprised at what was happening and everything. Even at the end of the court, he was granted bail. For Christ's sake, the way they handled Sowore was just so. In fact, I just feel there is no justice in this country. It's just so bad. See how the policemen with bomb. What do they call this one? Grenades. Is it a war front? I don't understand. Let them go to Zafara now. The thing is just so. In fact, I just don't know. They are not making us to feel this is our country.
Now, Lagos, my sister, they ain't going to Zamfara. They are not going to go and fight the Boko Haram. Now, you won't claim to be civilians. Now, una den day after. Now, they go punish. The military go punish you. You wear a khaki, then go tell you to roll for ground, make you pull them. That's what they do. Now, una den day after, because Nigeria no be country. Now, una den day after. Nine them day after. Once you be terrorists, they go respect you. Okay, come with a peace deal. You will never see the police act this way to terrorists. You will never see the army act that way to terrorists. They carry bombs. For Sowore. What did him do? What did Sowore do than talk with his mouth and fight for freedom for the ordinary people? Let's continue. Very, very sad.
Just so bad. Everything, everybody was just running. Even the court that was going on, everything was just disrupted. It's just so bad, honestly. My name is Mercy Oriwe.
What we have seen today is a very shameful situation of the police, law enforcement agent using undue force on a Nigerian for no justifiable cause. What we have seen today is a flagrant abuse for the judiciary. What we have seen here today is a desecration of the temple of justice, because the police came in their numbers. In fact, one would think that there was a war about to happen here. Even as lawyers were resisted from entering into these premises. Even lawyers who were not members of the legal team of Mr. Sowore were stopped from coming to do their own case here. And when Mr. Sowore was granted bail, they were disappointed, because I think they expected that the magistrate should connive with them in denying Mr. Sowore bail.
Listen.
Unfortunately, out of that disappointment, they went and manufactured what they called a remand order, a purported remand order. And when we demanded to see a copy of these purported remand orders, they refused to show any copy to any of the legal representatives of Mr. Sowore. Mr. Sowore is entitled to behold, to see. His counsel are entitled to see a copy of the court order which they purport to bind him.
Exactly.
If there is a remand order, and Mr. Sowore is here, and that remand order was legitimate and true, then he ought to have been shown. He was never shown any remand order, but at the point of questioning the police officers, just to see a copy of the remand warrant or the remand order, they began to harass him. I have not seen this level of disgrace by a law enforcement agency since my years of practicing law.
My problem is, why didn't you guys take time video that to me? Because that's my anger with you guys. You should have videoed everything. Because you see, Nigerians, when they hear this one, they would think that just normal story. Sometimes they only believe what they see with their eyes. They only believe what, because you see, they are now used to everything, you know. Terrorism now is okay. It is normal to them now. Kidnapping is normal to them now. They ain't scared no more. It is now being normalized in Nigeria. So you saying, oh, they beat him, they punched him. We have to get those videos. I will take my time to do more research till midnight to get somebody with a camera there. I know the police, they seize cameras and phones, or I know those ones. But somebody supposed to somewhere when get the footage. With the beg una, those when get the footage, make una put them out for Facebook, for Twitter, for Instagram. With the beg una, we need to shame Nigeria. Nigeria know the respect rule of law. Also, as they shame Nigeria, carry the copy sent to Finland. Make Finland see, say, na Simon Ekpa sabi deal with Nigeria. But unfortunately, the media of Nigeria will not lie for the head of Simon Ekpa. You call him the killer of his people. Simon Ekpa loves us so much. That's why he's protecting us. But Nigerian government, they use Asari Dokubo to create what they call the special forces. And special forces, 9 kilos for Southeast. But then turn around and said that's Simon Ekpa. And the media went with it. But today, the same police will blame Simon Ekpa. See the way they are treating Sowore and the other guys. Even a lawyer, barrister, ALOY EJIMAKOR, his own 9 was passed. So they gave him a secret trial today. He was arraigned in a secret trial. Sowore self get locked now. There was a lawyer there for him. This one say, barrister ALOY EJIMAKOR, there was no lawyer when they for him. So they don't want to release him. They don't want to release him. Him and Nnamdi Kanu brother, they don't want to release them. They had what they call a secret trial and they've been locked up till next week. That's Nigeria for you. But let's continue.
Courts were sitting, all the courts that were sitting had to rise because of the kind of chaotic way that the Nigerian police force conducted themselves in these premises today. So this is an abuse of the powers of the police. And then, it was not only Mr. Sowore that was affected in this chaos that the police demonstrated here today. Lawyers were affected. Lawyers were injured. Lawyers were arrested. Ordinary Nigerians who wanted to capture the experience of what was happening today were arrested and bundled out of this place simply for videoing the situation with their phone. People who were trading were beaten and their goods were destroyed in these premises today. Lawyers who came to represent a lawyer who came to represent a client here today was arrested because he was calling his client and said, okay, court is now sitting. Where are you now? They bundled him away that nobody should use phone. Because
you hear that now? This is how wicked your police is. They are worse. They have a heart of stone. They are worse than the devil. But you guys were there fighting for the pension of the older ones. They're all the same, young or old. Now they fight for the pension. Sowore was protesting for the pension of the police just some few weeks ago. That same police, see the way they treated him. Everybody, I heard everybody around, they collect their cell phone. So there is no video footage of how they do Sowore evil. I've said it. Police don't have the right to take your phones. It's only in Nigeria they do such. They don't have the right to touch your phone. It is against the Privacy Act. They must have a warrant to do such. Your phone, now your private, your data is there. Now private thing when for you alone. But they will force you to put your PIN code, your password and all those things. And some of you say you believe in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. One day, this Nigeria you believe in will happen to you as well. One day, it will happen to you as well. Today, look at what they are doing to our brother, Sowore. One day, it will happen to you guys as well. Rufa Yoseni, you always make me angry when you say you believe in Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. Nigeria go better. You believe in the police. You believe in the army. You believe in your forces. The politicians can do better. Rufa Yoseni, you make me get angry with that nonsense. This is the real Nigeria. This is how things are in Nigeria. Not that nonsense, not those wishful thinking that you have in your head. You disgust me whenever you say those things. Call a spade a spade. Call out that zoo for what it is. But you keep on tricking the youths, making the youths to fall in love with the criminal enterprise called Nigeria. Oh, sweet Jesus, have mercy. Eh? Rufa, you're saying, please stop that nonsense. When the police came for you, you vowed to call the governor. You now knew you have access to the governor. When they stopped you in your car, you vowed to call the governor. Please stop that thing. Stop it. Continue, I beg.
The police were in the premises and they were afraid of being videoed or being captured on tape because of the manner they were conducting themselves. So it is the highest level of misfortune. There are a lot of issues, but most importantly, the ordinary Nigerians were affected here today. We must take it into account. The journalists who were affected here today must report it in mass. Many journalists were prevented from entering these premises today, and you all know. So let us report this in mass. Lawyers, we don't even know the lawyer. We are trying to look for the client who he came to represent, but he has been arrested and bundled out of this place today. So it's a shameful situation.
A lawyer that knows the law, see the way that they treat them. A lawyer wins a bit the law. See the way your police they treat them. Nobody is safe again from the police. But later, you guys will be fighting for the police, for them to have pension. When they are old, you think they are old, they are now the good ones. No, when they were young, in their youth, they were wicked. They are criminals in their youth. They tore the shirt of Sowore. He was bleeding. They beat him now. He was bleeding. Eh? A devil remain a devil. The police, they are the same. They are the ones supporting the evil politicians. They are wicked. Do not fight for them for their pension. Let them die in their squalor, in poverty. Let sickness consume them. They are devil. They are wicked. Because they are the tools being used by the politicians and those thugs. Do not have sympathy for any police person. Let them die in their old age. Make poverty kill them. Let them not get their pension. Don't fight for them because they are wicked. Look at the younger ones now. Just look at what they are doing. Eh? Every time the police and the army, every time, this is what they do to the civilians. They injure us, they beat us, they tear our clothes, they steal our money. They seize your cell phone. Eh? And when they have now retired and the system is now about to punish them, karma is about to punish them. They are making no money. There is no fund for them, no pension. They come to you to cry and you are there, you are fighting, you are helping, you are speaking for them to get their pension. No, I want for myself. Those people, they are animals now. Eh? I'm not happy. Continue, please.
It's unfortunate, it's an abuse of power, and it is not something that we expect that Nigerians should continue to condone, because they brought Mr. Sowore here on the purported allegation that Mr. Sowore has flaunted and violated court order. Meanwhile, they have flaunted and violated the court order granting Mr. Sowore bail here because they did not allow him the opportunity to perfect his bail. Exactly. If you grant somebody bail and you give the person conditions, bring a shorty. It is for me to now call somebody that I know meets the bail condition to come and shorty me. They have not even given him the opportunity to
in less than 7 minutes. Once he won once he was granted bail, we saw the footage that he was happy in the everything. People were showing all of that. Next thing, this didn't happen. Oh God, now God, I beg the youths, those that believe in Nigeria, I beg una. You love Nigeria because of tribalism. The politicians, they've used your head. You think as long as na Igbo, then they punish is okay. No, don't do that. The table will turn around. One day it will be you. It might be your relatives. It might be your uncle. It might be your parents. It might be your brother or your sister. Don't do that. Nigeria is in a mess. Nigeria is in a mess. You youths must fight to free yourself. Don't blame Nnamdi Kanu. Don't blame Simon Ekpa. Don't blame Sowore. No, these are the ones that had the balls to speak out, to fight for, against injustice. Don't blame them for doing what is right. Nigeria is the problem. And Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem. Now Nigeria be the problem. Trust me, Nigeria will remain Nigeria, a country that refuses to give you water, a country that refuses to give you good road, a country that refuses to build a proper hospital, a country where the politicians, they fly abroad to go and enjoy the best of life, but they've never thought about it to bring back, to invest, to build what they've seen in the Western world. They are in government, they have the money, but they say, no, you guys will not have light. You guys will not have good food. There will be poverty. There will be hunger in Nigeria, while them and the children, they are having the best of life in the Western world. Think about that. Think about that. Sowore is not the problem. Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem. They are the problem solvers. Simon Ekpa is not the problem. Simon Ekpa was only speaking the language that Nigeria understands. But unfortunately, his own people were cajoled by Nigerian politics, by the government of Nigeria to blackmail Simon Ekpa. They went to Finland to blackmail him, his own people. Think am now. Make una think am. Sowore is not the problem. Sowore is following the Nigerian approach. He's saying, okay, protest. Nigerians have the right to protest. They don't protest, but look at what he's going through. He's following the Nigerian approach. But we, the Biafrans, we know Nigeria very well. We know the antics of Nigeria. We know we cannot trust Nigeria. That is why we are following our own way. A way we know that we can draw the ear of Nigeria. The language that Nigeria understands is an eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, tat for tat. They shoot, you shoot. Then buy you, you buy them. BIBO, blood in, blood out. A bullet for a bullet. A granite for a granite. A life for a life. That's what they understand. That's the only language they understand. That's why they are making peace with the terrorists. To the youths, make una fight, make Nigeria government bow down and make peace with una. The same way they are making peace with terrorists. Make them come make peace with the citizens of Nigeria. Say, okay, we are sorry. We'll not do it again. We shall provide to you health care, basic, you know, all those things. They need to provide those amenities, not stealing the money and run abroad. These guys, they are enjoying their heaven on earth here. While you guys, you are suffering. You are doing 419. Even when you go into crypto, they come and put a sanction. When you do now, if you're doing your social media, you are a content creator now, they want to put tax on you. The job you create for yourself, Nigeria, they can't put tax on you to punish you for creating jobs. But them, they are not creating jobs. They ain't creating the enabling environment for you guys to strive. You go to school, you no get job. To the youths, I'm saying, look, I'm telling you guys the truth. Me no get too head. Now because I did Western world, now make me get job come for everywhere. The government for Western world, then they provide the basic things. That's why it be like say we they do well now. But for Nigeria, your government don't do anything. They steal from you. Their children are having the best of life here. They are stealing from you and they are looting Airbnb in Dubai now. Now your politicians get all those hotels there for Airbnb. Somebody was telling me from UAE. He said, bro, what's up with Africa? All your politicians, they are the ones that are the owners of the Airbnb in Dubai. Fear catch me. I said, really? He said, yes. Somebody I know, they tell me this thing. What is wrong with your politicians? All the Airbnb now. Now your politicians, they get all those ones there. They steal your money and they go and open Airbnb in UAE. It means you guys are suffering, but them and their children, they will be enjoying life forever. Oh, sweet Jesus, have mercy. Very, very sad now. It is sad. It is sad. I want you guys to understand. I want to open your eyes. Sowore is not the problem. Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem. Simon Ekpa is not the problem. Tribalism is the problem. Nepotism is the problem. Retapism is the problem. They've used tribalism to cause problem for the youths. Now you are happy to support somebody who is a criminal, somebody when a thief the money, but because he's from your tribe and he has sown the seed of discord, the seed of tribalism, so you are happy that he's there and you are trying to attack the other tribe because you think that now war they happen between the Igbos and the Yorubas. Since when did this one start? Since when did this thing start? This so-called war. Since when did it start? Eh? Make you not think I'm now. To the Yorubas, the Igbos are not your problem. The Igbos are not your problem. I've explained this. The Igbos, when you do business for Lagos, they are making money because for business, there is money in business. But somebody, when they work 9 to 5, in the morning, 9 a.m., you start your job, 5 p.m., you finish. In the month end, your boss pay your salary. Somebody like you should not compare yourself with a businessman. A businessman will make the money you are making in 1 minute. The money you make in 10 years, a businessman can make it in 1 week. And also, the money the businessman can lose all in money, all in billions in an hour, in a minute. So please don't compare yourself with the businessmen in Lagos, the Igbos doing their business in Lagos. Please don't do that. But your politicians want you to think, say, the Igbos, oh, they've come to steal your land. Oh. No, now only those business guys get the money to buy those things now. Because in business, and you know, say we, the Igbos, we sabi do business well. We sabi do business. So we are bound to make profit. And when they make big money, they won't buy a big house, they won't buy a big car, they won't buy build. That's normal thing for somebody when they do business. Elon Musk is a billionaire as we speak. The owner of Tesla, he is a billionaire because he's into business. Eh? The owner of Microsoft, that guy, he's a billionaire. The owner of Facebook, he's a billionaire. Now, no matter, if you're into business, you are bound to make profit. The only mistake you will make is to allow tribalism, that somebody who is doing 9 to 5 job, you are working for somebody. Now you are looking at a businessman and you are angry with him. You are comparing yourself with him. You are comparing your level of wealth with their own. You know, that's when you make the mistake. That is what your politicians are making you to do. So you see the Igbo, and one Igbo, what he do, and one Igbo. Now lie be that. Now lie. The Igbos who work 9 to 5 in Lagos, they are just like you. They don't have money like that. The only ones who get the money are the ones where they do business. Eh? But with tribalism, you go say, I want Igbo today, I want Igbo. Your politicians are the ones making you to do that. Rise up to the youth. Make una rise up, come together. They divide you by coming with tribalism. Make una come together. Sowore did something great. See the way we all love him now, respect him, because he did something great. Unfortunately, the government, they are angry that Sowore want to create peace between the Yorubas and the Igbos, between the Middle Belt, within the youth, coming together. They are angry with him. They want to destroy that thing when Sowore they build. The unity when Sowore they build, they are angry with it. They don't want you guys to be one. They don't want you guys to be unified. Nigeria government don't want you guys to be unified. That's why they are angry with Sowore. They say Sowore won't spoil their tribalism when they don't build. Oh my God, have mercy. I beg continue, Oga.
Anybody or to discuss with anybody to come and stand shorty for him. But we are working on all that procedure as it is now. AK Musa is my name. So, to make an appeal to the NBA to intervene on behalf of our colleague, one Barrister Abdullahi, who was harassed and bundled out of these premises today to an unknown destination and for an unjust cause. His simple offense was that he was making a call, calling his client because of the rowdiness that the police caused here today. His client was finding it difficult to enter the premises, and he was calling his client to come to the court. And the police, because they saw him using his phone, arrested him and bundled him away from this premises. So we are calling on the NBA to please intervene on behalf of this our colleague who has committed no offense other than coming to court to represent his client. The fear of the police was that they were being videoed and they didn't want anybody to use their phones. So we are calling on the NBA president and all the chairmen of the various branches that we have. We don't know the particular branch that this lawyer practices, but we are calling on the NBA to intervene in this matter. Okay.
Yes. My name is Barrister Chimezi Nwoko. I'm surprised at what happened today inside the court premises. The way Sowore was beaten and manhandled inside court premises, while the judge has granted him bail. In fact, I've not seen this for the past 20-something years or 26 years I've been practicing. I've not seen this type.
Oh God, that one a simple one. Just they watch the one for Nnamdi Kanu. If they can do this to show what I say, he just did a match and they were beating him inside because he was granted bail. What do you think they have in stock for Nnamdi Kanu? You see, those when they say Nnamdi Kanu, you will die in jail, you will die in jail. You are doing yourself. You are doing yourself. It means you are bringing the standard down. That now your government don't have to do anything again. All they just have to do is tribalism and the job is done. All they have to create for you, not job, but tribalism. If they create tribalism for you guys, the job is done. Sure, they was granted bail. They were beating him. He was bleeding. And do you think Nnamdi Kanu will get justice? That's why we said our approach, the Biafran approach, be the best approach. All die and a die. All die and a die. It is better to die in dignity than to live like a slave all your life. Your politicians, they have turned you guys to slaves. You are now servitudes in Nigeria. You are no longer citizens but servitudes. Now they serve them. Those who are in public service, your politicians should be public servants. Unfortunately, you call them king. You dobale, you bow to them. You allow them to do whatever they want to do. You see them as God, Lord, and Master. They are gods on earth. People that are in a position to take care of you, to render a service to you. Today, the police, I keep saying it, you guys should not help the police again. At old age, no pity them, because sometimes this curse must follow them. For the fact, say, when they were young, in their youthful age, they were beating the citizens for no reason. The curse at old age will follow them. They will not be paid their pension. They will die in sickness. I said it. Because this madness must end. They must stop this madness. They must be civil. Where did they learn this kind of thing from? Very wicked nature. Where did they learn it from? They will die in sickness. They will not get pension. Poverty will be their name. Their children will die in sickness. If they keep on treating people like this. Sowore was bleeding. They tore his clothes. They grabbed his hands, grabbed his leg. They forced him. And they told people not to make video because they knew what they were doing. If the world should see it, they will know Nigeria is a jungle. But they are hiding impunity. I have no sympathy for the police. So they are very, very wicked. The police and the army, they are very, very wicked. They are animals. They are evil. Oh, God have mercy. Take it back, I beg. Just listen to what this man said.
They didn't want anybody to use their phones. So we are calling on the NBA president and all the chairmen of the various branches that we have. We don't know the particular branch that this lawyer practices, but we are calling on the NBA to intervene in this matter. Okay.
Yes. My name is Barrister Chimezi Nwoko. I'm surprised at what happened today inside the court premises. The way Sowore was beaten and manhandled inside court premises, while the judge has granted him bail. In fact, I've not seen this for the past 20-something years or 26 years I've been practicing. I've not seen this type. You see, it is really an aberration. And this was a desecration of the court premises, because even when a criminal comes here, he's assumed to be innocent until the contrary is proved. And when even if you detain a criminal here, once he comes here, you release him. You release him at the handcuff and everything, because inside the court premises, there is an immunity. But the way police overtook the premises, even with their bullion vans, with all these armored cars in the whole premises, creating fear, creating panic among people. Even my client could not come in because he was afraid what is coming. You understand? Today is really an aberration. And the Ministry of Justice, the Judiciary, the NJC should look into it. Even we lawyers, we are being intimidated when we say, Kai, why this thing can't go to the Zambeza forest? What you came in here is equivalent to what is happening in the Zambeza. Yeah, it's not.
I blame you guys, shall. If you don't speak for Nnamdi Kanu, they will up the ante. Then go increase their level because they see what they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu, and you guys ain't speaking about it. You didn't call out those justices messing up the case of Nnamdi Kanu. You didn't call it out now. So what do you think they'll do now? You have grown them, you have turned them into a beast. And now they feel they're above the law. How can they do something like that? Nobody have a single footage, no video footage of what happened to Sowore. Think about that now. No video footage, despite he was bleeding. Them beat him well. He was bleeding, but they took the camera, the phones of everybody. They told you guys not to video them carry out an evil thing on somebody. Oh God.
Here is a court premises. It has its own immunity, has its own respect. But desecrating it is by arresting somebody the judge has granted bail. That means it goes to no issue. That means you now render police above the judiciary.
There you go.
The judiciary still above the court that has granted bail. That means it goes to no issue.
Listen.
That means you now render police above the judiciary, or is the judiciary still above the third arm of government? I'm really, really highly disappointed. I'm not happy with what happened today. Barrister Chimezi, I'm not happy with what happened inside the court premises today. I'm really, really
granted bail to the prison, not at all. My name is Charles Ebe. I'm a legal practitioner. With what I saw here today, I got so disappointed and frustrated because what we're seeing in this society, as if we're in a Gestapo society, which is not. They try to harass each and every one of us. The court has granted bail. Yes. The next thing, they brought the document and we asked, we want to see the content of this document. They insisted that no, we will not see. Let's know the place that the court has ordered that the defendant be taken to. They refused to show it to us. We insisted that document is a public document that we had the right to see. Even Sowore himself insisted that he needed to see, and they refused. The next thing, they were warning all of us, threatening us, wanting to beat us up because we want to fight for our right as a country.
Oh, they are big. Very, very sad. You just heard it. That's Nigeria for you in a nutshell. To the whole world, to Finland. Finland, you are in bed with Nigeria. This is the real Nigeria we're telling you about. America, please hurry to the aid of those who believe in Nigeria. Please put Nigeria as a country of particular concern. We are begging you, please. This madness has to end. Help us end this madness in Nigeria. Break that zoo up. Nigeria is a contraption. Break that country up, please. America, God's own country, we are begging you. Hurry to the aids of the Biafrans. Hurry to the aid of those who want to be free in Nigeria. They are living in bondage. They are living in bondage. Please, we are calling on America. President Donald Trump, please hurry to the aid. Hurry to our aid, please. We are begging you. This is why we, the Biafrans, we left. We are not good slaves by nature. Even in the time of slavery, you heard the story about the Igbo landing. We are not good as slaves. We cannot be we cannot conform as slaves. We can't. Go and do your research. Igbo landing. Igbos, they fought in the boat and they got themselves free. Unfortunately, the boat was already ashore. And when they looked around, they saw, okay, more slave masters and catchers, they were coming towards them. So in a formation, they walked into the sea and they gave their life to the God of the sea. They drowned. They all went and drowned. They rather gave their life to the sea than watching Oyibo coming to take over them and enslave them, then punish them twice. Punish them times 10 times for killing those in the boat. We ain't good slaves. We are stubborn. We are not good slaves. When we see bad thing, we dey talk. That's who we are by nature. It is not a crime to speak out. Please, to the Yorubas, don't allow your politicians to bring tribalism. Please, I beg una. No, allow them to bring tribalism. It's a way to disunite the youths of Nigeria. You guys must come together and fight and break away from that zoo, that chain tying you guys. You must break away. You deserve to have the best life. You guys, you are very smart. When you go to the Western world, under 6 months, you become a champion. Things I'm doing now, I never knew I could do it when I was in the zoo. But in the Western world, all the opportunities, I was smashing them. They say, wow, you are so good, man. You become a specialist in this. You are now a this. You are now a person of everything, because the things we do in that zoo that we take for granted, when you do it in the Western world, you become a champion. You become a people's person. You become somebody that becomes a supervisor, a manager on a higher level, because they love what you are doing and they will encourage you. There is no tribalism. If you are good in the Western world, though. If you know something, the job is yours, though. That's the difference. And to add on top, all the basic amenities are there. Since I came to the Western world, I have never my light has not blinked for 1 minute. I can even go to my toilet and drink the water from the tap of my toilet. That's how confident I am in the Western world. The road is good. Internet is there. Food is there. I don't pray to God for my daily bread again, but before in Nigeria, you pray to God for your daily bread. Poverty, hunger. 101, you eat in the morning. You don't eat in the afternoon, you eat in the night. 001, you don't eat in the morning, no food in the afternoon, or you eat in the night. Or 010, no food in the morning, you eat in the afternoon, no food for night. That is madness. Here in the Western world, food is not the problem. Hunger is not the problem. My brain now is working because I no longer phantom hunger in my head. Your politicians, they know all these things. Their children are here. They are enjoying. But guess what? When their children come here, I have noticed what they are doing. They will still use the SIM card of their Nigerian, landline. So when they're on WhatsApp, you would think they're still in Nigeria. But they are here in USA, Canada, Australia, Germany, France, UK. They are in the Western world. But then go pretend they use the SIM card from Nigeria. Then put them for internet. So you will now see them say their WhatsApp is working. And you will assume they are still with you in Nigeria. That's why you have hope in Nigeria. Because you think the children of your politicians are in Nigeria. No, they travel every week to the Western world. They travel where they want to go every week as we speak. Please, with the beguna, support Sowore. He's not the problem. Start thinking like Sowore. To the youths of Nigeria, start thinking like Sowore. And I bet you within 6 months, you'll be free. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. No more talk.
Yeah. Check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Lugard, Bloomington, Lord Lugard, and it's wild Flora show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation. Ever since annihilation, nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.